could just get to the window, if I could just get there quicker, to bang on it, startle him, see him jump at the noise. I'd dedicate whole afternoons by that window, just waiting, ready for him. But today, I see him, creeping to the garden. See the natural eyes and the gay blue over the frozen grass. I see his little dirty feet treading their muddy mess into my grass. I see his nasty little face with his nasty little mouth open, walking on my perfect grass. I come quickly through the door. I've been waiting in the porch between the front door and the sliding dimpled glass so he can't see me. But I can see him. Today I can see him, and I can get there in time, and I rush out and grab him. On his horse's skinny short, I grab him, I shake him, and I say, this is not what people do. This is not what nice people do. They do not walk into gardens uninvited. They respect their fucking elders. Oh, when I say that word, I feel young again. Young again and alive. Not that you ever really start to feel like you're old. I keep shaking him harder and harder, and he lets out this little noise like a yell, more than a yell, a scream. But I will not stop now. I will not let him off, because actions have consequences, and that is something that must be understood. Young people, they do not realise that they're not born. There's another noise, like a yell, more than a yell, a scream, more than a scream. Just a daydream. Deja on TV. Chat show. That's on family. Well, counts as family nowadays. A gay presenter with skin that's a colour. Well, not even a colour I understand. Be happier, be skinnier, be less dependent on heroin, be less guilty, be less violent. The crossword. 6 down, 6 letters. An absence of emotion or enthusiasm. They seem harder than they used to be. Probably all these university graduates they have to think about. Youth is wasted on the young. I think an old person said that. Yes. Yes, I do. Yes. Cold outside. Cold than last year. And the year before. Radio said it. Says it every day. Weather report. Nice man. Nice boys.
First time I came in was to get the footy back. Daddy, I'm even down the road, his mum won't let him come out to play over the six because that's what he has his team. Kicked it over! But he had to go in, so I had to get him. So I crept in, opened the gate really slowly, and just slipped inside. The grass was greener than in our garden, like it had been painted. Like I asked my why our grass was as green and neat as the grass in our garden. And she told me it was rude to ask questions like that. Like asking a lady how old she is or opening her handbag and looking inside because ladies have ladies' things that are meant to be seen by little boys. That's what she said. When I was getting the footy, I looked in the window. Just really quickly, not spying. And I saw this old lady. This old lady was sitting in a chair, staring at a wall. So I kept looking at her. Like she wasn't looking at me, so I thought when we went to look at her, she wasn't looking at me. And her face didn't move all the time I was looking at her. She just sat there. The next day I went back. Danny couldn't come out, and even if he could, I wasn't going to play with him because he says my mum doesn't love me because she lets me out after 6, and that's when the paedophiles and killers come out. But I think he's dying, and he's a crybaby, and he wishes he could come out later. When I got in the garden, she was still there. Same place in the room, same chair. And she was frozen. And I thought, I wonder why no one comes around to see her. Or why children weren't there, or our grandkids weren't sitting on her knee or something. So I decided that every day I would go in there and I would see her, even if she didn't notice. My dad taught me how to make paper aeroplanes. They're amazing. I love paper aeroplanes. I made like 10 of them, and they're all perfect, and I think they can fly anywhere I want them to. I took them to the fence at the edge of the garden where our lady lives, and I threw them over the wall so they gave us something to look at. So I'm not just the wall. That was fun. Then we moved away. Mum said she didn't want me to end up like Danny from down the road, or his mum who'd go down the pub and leave him indoors with his Xbox on Friday nights. And the place we moved to didn't have gardens. So when I think about gardens, I think about that one with the painted on grass that I know I wasn't painted on because I'm not a kid anymore. When I think about that garden, I think about the old lady who I used to throw paper aeroplanes for. And I think about all the other people that sat alone in rooms like that. And I think about all the other people, old ladies, that sat alone. And I think, how many paper aeroplanes would it take? How many?